So my fucking enemies have scared away yet again my friend Karen. That sucks. She canceled her YouTube account. She has to understand that it comes with the territory, you know. She writes the kindest, most profound things that really address the situation and whatnot, and my enemies don't like it. But if she has a YouTube channel and I post her comments publicly, then it goes with the territory. My enemies aren't going to like her saying nice things about me. We're email friends, okay? So she said, how come they don't do that to your other ones like Selena? Well, they have before. It's just you write a lot of really detailed, long comments. And Selena's aren't always like that. So that's why they really focused on you, because you said things that would really make people think about my situation and whatnot and have compassion, except you said they don't like it. Anyway, Karen forwarded me in my email a comment that I had removed without reading, because again, I'm not ever again reading, let alone approving a single comment posted by Stoney or Ryan, okay? Done with that shit. But he had the nerve to write to her, and I wrote back, yeah, he's full of shit, that I don't say anything bad about her, she just doesn't like it because I don't kiss her ass anymore. No, there's a difference between not kissing my ass, and I never asked you to do that in the first place. For month after month after month, you were never uttered an unkind word to me. Nothing, not even the slightest unkind word. And then suddenly you wrote something that just absolutely ripped me apart, to the point where I actually thought that it wasn't you anymore, and I still could think that, because the difference between the old Ryan and the Ryan now is night and day. Okay? Stoney and his characters varied. They were never, ever consistently nice. They went back and forth, but when they were pretending to be my friend, they weren't really cruel. But they were never as nice as Ryan Corkill was for month after month after month after month. So when I got that, I thought he'd been hacked. And the fact is, it could be a lie now. It really could be that it's not him, the one from before, and he can't prove it is him, and I can't prove it's not. All I know is that even before, his comments always showed up in my Hotmail, and once he turned to Jekyll and Hyde and was, the mean towards me, Ryan, the comments stopped showing up in my Hotmail. So that would be another indication that it's not even him. But it doesn't matter. Karen can't handle them doing that, so now she's gone again. But she's like, why did he say that? Why do you tell me to ignore him? Why do you care? He's saying, you a real friend, you tell her, blah, 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 blah. I'm not mean. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Like I said, there's a difference between kissing my ass by your choice, always just complimenting me and saying the nicest things to me, never an unkind word, never even whatever, to saying that yeah, you deserve everything you get, and you stopped your mom's friends from coming over there, and they don't want to come over there because you're so nasty. Why would I ever view you as anything but my enemy after you write something like that? Okay? My friends don't have to kiss my ass. They don't say shit like that to me. Okay? And that's why I thought that maybe you had been hacked into and it wasn't the Ryan I'd known month after month after month. But apparently, whatever you'd done before was just phony, and you can change just like that. So, whatever. Only proves that I'm wise to not trust anybody ever again online. The ones I already trust, that I know I can trust, are one thing, but anyone new, no. Alright? Don't sit there and tell my friend Karen, you don't write nasty things to me. No, you might say something helpful, but you just want me to read the comments so then you can rip me apart. Okay? I'm not falling for that anymore. Because you do write things that absolutely rip me apart, and you try to tell someone other than okay, because Karen knows the truth. I wouldn't be friends with somebody, period, who wrote shit like that to me. And I've repeatedly told you that it's not me. My mom, these two women, my aunt was dying dying of cancer, was going to die in a month. And she was crying to my mom about, because this woman was just an absolute whatever, and she's like, you know, and she told me the whole background story of how they had met and how she knew how this woman had met my mom through a Bible study and whatever. She's like, yeah, she's no good, Laura. And then she's saying to her, like, why don't you care about us, your family, more than this woman who treats you badly and whatnot, okay? This woman was living here when she shouldn't have been, taking advantage of my mom. She doesn't do anything for my mom. Remember Auntie had the power of attorney at the time. Auntie wound up throwing her out, okay? So these are the two women. I like a lot of my mom's friends. These two women are just, you know? And you're going to say, oh, because I have absolutely no reason in the universe to ever read another comment you post under my videos. And you try to tell my friend Karen, I don't write nasty things. Oh, you damn do. Damn straight you do. I just can't prove it. I can prove I don't post the bad things. I can't prove the nasty things you've written. I don't read your comments anymore. I delete them without reading them. And Stoney's show up in my Hotmail. I don't read his either, but I put him in the Stoney folder. That in and of itself, I would never, ever view you as anything but one of my enemies. You write shit like that to me. And these women are not good women, okay? These women are not good women. My dead aunt couldn't stand them, and my live aunt can't stand them. So for you to say, oh, you won't let you keep your mom's friends from coming over there, and because you're so nasty that they don't, oh yeah, and you're going to try to tell my friend Karen that you don't write bad things to me. What you wrote when I thought positive you'd been hacked into, because it was the same thing like with Karen, where it was something so horrible, and it turned out she was hacked. And that wasn't her, and she was devastated when she heard me talking online and when she found out that, you know, it wasn't her. Her YouTube was hacked. So I gave Ryan the benefit of the doubt and thought maybe he'd been hacked too, because if somebody is so nice to you for just, not just like for a month, 2 months, 3 months, after month after month, and I have all the comments that prove it, they're all saved in the Ryan Corkill folder. He was nothing but nice to me. And then he wrote something so nasty to me that I was positive he was hacked. And then he started saying that he wasn't hacked. And what my enemies try to do is trick me. They get me so they might write something that's not that bad, and then they catch me off guard, and then they write something like he said, you're so nasty, you keep your mom's friends, and he's written all kinds of stuff. I'm not proven. He's just like Stoney. I'm not approving any of their comments. I'm not even reading them anymore. So I don't know why they don't go away. These men. They know I'm not reading anything, so what's the point? What's the point? I will never read another of your comments again. Period. Period. And I'm sad that Karen had to leave because she wrote the nicest things, but she can't handle my enemies doing stuff like that. But no, Karen, they didn't hack you. If you publicly post, the only other solution you can do, which I didn't want to do simply because I liked the things you were saying and I wanted the world to see them, you can open up another YouTube channel, post under my videos, and I won't approve them. I can't leave them there. I won't leave them there because then they'll just fill up my whole thing and I won't know if comments are new or not new. But I will leave them on private and read them, and then delete them. Or copy and paste them into my Hotmail so I can have them and delete them. That way, that's the only solution. You can do that. You had wanted me to do that, and then I told you that would be difficult, but I won't leave them there, that's all. I'm not going to leave them there just for me to see because it's too confusing. If they're sitting there and I haven't done anything with them, they show up where comments waiting for approval, and I won't know what's new and what's not new, but I can read them and delete them. We can do that if you want, and then you won't ever have to worry about my enemies saying anything to you. And actually, you could do that. Let me think. We can get around this, Karen. you could do that. You could post whatever you want to say, because you say really kind, profound things. And then, if it's something you wouldn't care if it was publicly posted, like I've asked you before if I could publicly post something in my email that you've sent, I can go and just post it myself. I can post it myself. This is from my friend Karen. That way no one can ever reply back to you. You'll be completely anonymous, like no one can ever reply back to you. So you could do it that way, and you'll never have to worry about one of my asshole troll enemies saying anything to you. They won't be able to. But I can still share with the world your wisdom, your profound things that you write under my videos. So that's the way we can do it. Do another YouTube channel, and I will never publicly post your comments. That way I'll know what you're responding to, because you wanted to do that because you found it easier than just emailing me like you were doing. Do it that way. Nobody can see your comment until I approve it. I won't ever approve a single comment, but if it's something that is not personal about you, then I know you've given me permission. I can just copy and paste it and put it in my own thing. I can put a comment under my video. See? So that way no one can ever directly reply to you. So you could do it that way, baby. I'm sad though. I have no idea why some people's comments show up. Like I said, Ryan Corkill's do not show up in my Hotmail, but Stoney Jenkins do. Some people's don't, and False Alarmist was not showing up in my Hotmail at all. And Selena's show up in my Hotmail. See? Some do, some don't. I have no idea why. But as I said, I'm not ever reading, let alone approving another comment by Stoney or Ryan. So they should just go away. They can't torment me. I'm not reading. The only reason I just read this one is because Karen forwarded to me that he says this to me about, why are you listening to him? You know all the horrible things these men say to me. Why do you even let it bother you? So she can do that. You'll never know. I'm just putting it out there. She can do that, and you'll never know. Or you will know, but it won't matter. You won't be able to reach her at all. You will never be able to reply to her comment directly so that she gets the reply. And you won't be able to reply to what I write because I'm not approving any comment from you at all. See, I'm not approving any of these people's comments. You have to understand, Karen, if you're watching this. But even though I don't publicly approve it, the minute they hit the reply button under any of you guys, any person who posts a comment under my video, okay, and anybody hits the reply button, even if I don't approve that comment for the world to see, you're getting that comment. And that's why Stoney and False Alarmist used to, put me down back and forth between them. I didn't publicly post any of the comments, but they were showing up in my Hotmail. Because False Alarmist used to show up in my Hotmail, I think, yeah, and then it stopped. But that's the definition of what abusers do anyway. That's what Donald would do. That's what abusers do. They try to say I'm a good person. They treat you like shit, but then they try to convince you they're a good person. That's why Donald could nearly kill me and not care on November 4th, 2008. And then when I was back under his good graces, only because his mom didn't want to see me in a shelter on the street. She and my mom were like this, and she really she didn't want to do that to, my mom's daughter or whatnot. And Donald had to go along with it. Because it wasn't even, the apartment they were living in was actually owned by her family and whatnot. Donald was her disabled son, but she's the one that has the right to live there more. She moved out briefly and got married, and then Donald and I were there by ourselves. That didn't last long, and she came back. So anyway, when I was back there, and Donald's sitting here saying to me, "Look, Laura, I'm one of the nicest people you'll ever encounter in your life." Yeah, besides the years and years and years of verbal abuse and making me feel like total shit, you nearly killed me on 11408 and laughed about it and didn't care and took off, and I could have put you in jail and I didn't. Could have had you arrested. I had witnesses, okay? So that's the definition of abuser. That's what an abuser tries to do. Twist things around. Ryan's sitting there. I don't say anything bad about her. Yeah, he does. Don't even think for a second he does not. Okay? It wasn't that big a deal when he told me that my shorts looked really tight on me. He'd never said anything bad about my appearance, never anything for month after month after month. But that wouldn't cause me to like stop viewing him as a friend. It would just be like, wonder why he's saying that. No. He wrote really derogatory things towards me, and they're gone. I didn't prove them, you know. I was reading them and not approving them, and now I'm not even reading them. I'm not letting these men do that to me, period. So I cannot find my phone. I need to clean the refrigerator. I cannot find my phone, and I can't call the phone because I turn it off at night. I don't know what I do with it. I have my mom's phone. So I don't know if the lawyer called me. Don't even know what there really is to discuss with him anyway, you know. He knows. He knows. He knows that my aunt wanted nothing to do with anything. I got that text from her whenever it was, the last time, a couple months ago, whatever. You should be your healthcare proxy. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm busy. It should be you. You're her daughter, blah, blah. So she was relinquishing that last bit of anything, you know, didn't want anything to do with anything. I'd been doing it anyway as the alternate because Auntie wasn't hands-on the way I was, and you know, but then the minute my mom turns against me because I was the one who had to be the bad guy and call 911, Auntie swooped in, okay? She swooped in, and she knows she did it, and I have people in my camp who see right through her. So no, she has not shut anything off. I have no idea if my attorney talked to her. I have no idea why she has not shut anything off. And that doesn't mean that she won't. I have no idea what's going on with anything. I haven't gotten the mail either. I can't not get the mail indefinitely. It'll pile up and then there'll be no room. But I needed to I've just been watching Two Broke Girls that I have on DVD from the library. And watch some regular shows. I hate when you watch one show and the same fucking commercial. This is a Walgreens commercial, and it has this dun dun, whatever that is, and they get the same, they wind up giving each other the same fucking gift, and Omar goes crazy, so he's snoring under the covers, he's all happy, and he doesn't like that particular commercial, and it's not like it plays once during the sitcom, it plays every fucking commercial, you understand? Every time it plays, every time the sitcom stops, that fucking commercial comes on. And that just drives you nuts. Commercials are bad enough, but the same commercial over and over again when you're watching one program is just so annoying. And that particular commercial just is so annoying. Because I could just mute it. I don't know why I haven't just muted the goddamn commercial. I'll do that from now on. There's commercials I can tolerate. I cannot stand that commercial. And Omar can't stand it either. And of course my enemies are going to harass Karen. She writes really, really kind, complimentary things that are just extremely profound too. Of course, anybody whose goal is to rip me apart and make it out like I'm a monster and everything's my fault and I get everything that I deserve, which is what Ryan and Stoney both. Normally it was just Stoney, but Ryan joined on board and then still tries to say that he's not mean to me. Bullshit. I was reading the comments. I stopped completely. I'm not doing it anymore. Very good reason why I believed that Ryan was hacked like Karen was hacked. It's the same thing. He had never written even the slightest unkind thing to me. Suddenly he wrote something really bad. And I'm like, and it shocked the shit out of me. This was a few months ago or something. So for someone like that to still try to pretend, and then to say, you just want somebody to kiss your ass. No, there's a difference. No one ever asked you to kiss my ass. You did it, okay? You chose to. There's a difference between not kissing someone's ass and writing extremely cruel things to someone, okay? You can go elsewhere and rip me apart. You're not doing it on my channel. Ever again, either of you. With my phone. Not out. I'm going to call the attorney on my mom's phone and leave a quick message. I don't know if you ever got back to me, but I can't find my phone, so if you did get back to me, then call me on this number. If I don't hear from him, it means he never got back to me. Like I said, it's possible he's not going to even have anything to do with me. That's his choice. If I can find my phone and see that he hasn't got back to me, that means he doesn't want anything to do with me. I'm not going to call up and ask why. Karen's like, well, why don't you call if you haven't heard from him and say, why have you not heard back from him? I can kind of guess if I haven't been hearing from him why I haven't heard from him, you know. I got some new underwear from Macy's that are like a huge discount on them, 30% off. Even my mom, the last time she was locked up in the mental hospital, was like complaining about our underwear. I'm like, yeah, I know. We wear the same underwear, we share it, it's, you know, same size, the Jockey Alliance French cut, and like, I know it's seen better days. And if you were here right now and not hating me and everything was sin, then we'd be splitting the underwear that I bought. the doorbell rang. UPS, ring the doorbell. Lots of times these people drop this stuff off and they don't. And my heart started pounding a mile a minute. It's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Is it mature of me to not be getting the mail? Of course not. Because it's not mature. Don't care. I can get the mail, I'm not opening that thing from the court. Why should I? I'm not doing it. I don't want to talk to Auntie. I said I wish she would just give me enough money to start a new life and just let me go away and never look back and just grieve and not be here and text from her that she was telling me she wanted to shut everything off, but she didn't do. She said my mom's not doing well. Yeah. And my mom's extremely over-medicated, and that medication is killing her. And that person that said she hated me and will never forgive you, etc., and revoked the release is not, that's not my mom's. That's the mom that in the other hospitals was telling people that I was her healthcare proxy even when it wasn't. Because she wanted me to be her healthcare proxy, and she knows Auntie's not the one going to bat for her. I am. Even when Auntie was the healthcare proxy. I can't find my phone, and I can't call it because I turn it off. You don't have it on. You can't call it to see where it rings if you don't have it on. You understand? I haven't tried, but I don't think I had it on. Maybe I don't know. I could try ringing it and see if it were contacting me. What is there to say anyway? He knows the truth, But if my mom is getting out and she's going to Auntie's, they'll have to come and get the bed and stuff. The fact is, Auntie really wants to reach me, or even if you know, there are ways she could do it without being able to reach me on the phone, or if I'm not getting my mail and whatnot. She could do it through somebody. She could contact Angel's foster mom. Angel's foster mom, I think she knows for me anyway, but maybe she needs it to be 100% official that Angel is now her dog. You know, my mom needs to sign Angel over to her, so then she can, you know, give her to someone else when she wants to. Maybe she'll change her mind, who knows? You know what I mean? So, like I said, Auntie comes here, I'm not staying at this house. And I'm going to record our conversation on the camera. I'll talk to her outside, even if it's freezing out. And she could have a go-between if she wanted to get a message to me. She could do it through Angel's foster mom who I like, or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna. Angel's foster mom has my email too. So. Even if Angel's foster mom didn't want to come over here, if she has my email, if Auntie contacted her, she could just say, you know, Auntie wants you to know that your mom's getting out of the hospital and they need to come and get the bed and her clothes and whatnot. I don't know what's going to happen. See, now that my mom has a guardian, see, before they were released, discharging my mom per my mom's request, and that's what the social worker would say. Oh, the patient, she wants to come home, and she would ever. And yeah, but you could keep her if you wanted to, but now with a guardian can really say, you know, what's the fuck's the deal? My sister's not good. Keep her in there longer. Oh. They don't even invoke the healthcare policy doesn't kick in till the person's committed. Which means the last time in this hospital, when it didn't matter that Auntie called up, if that's the best she can do for my sister, transfer elsewhere. It didn't matter that I had reservations about my mom coming home. No one cared. No one even got back to me. No one even told me. They weren't even going to tell me. I happened to call because I was going to come that day, bring my mom with her coat, and I finally got through this case manager. I'm like, I'm sure you're not sending her home tomorrow. She's like, actually, we are. I'm like, oh, thanks for giving me a heads up. Then I immediately contacted Auntie, who called my mom, because I said, well, why don't you see what you think? And I got back 3 words, she's fucked up. And then Auntie left that message, but I didn't know if Auntie's message was taken to heart. I didn't know if my mom's going to come home. No one got back to me at that hospital. Remember, she's in the same one now. And they didn't care. And she wasn't committed, so, you know. This is rotten any way you look at it, because Auntie wanted nothing to do with anything. So that's why I say she set me up to take the fall and swooped in to save it. She knows damn well, she admitted in text that my mom, when I wasn't around, you know, now you know how I feel, Laura, because your mom will turn on anybody who doesn't go along with her crazy fantasies, or you know, when I had to hospitalize her, I become evil and the bad sister and all that, you know. I had no desire to talk to my attorney anyway. If he had called me immediately like I'd asked him to do, like if I'd heard from him yesterday morning. Because I'd sent an email, I hope I wake up to a message to you and not to the heat and electricity turned off. Because I stayed up recording those 50 messages left on my home phone over the past several months, a year, whatever, a little less than a year, from my mom. So I could get them before Auntie turned off the phone, and it's all connected, the home phone. It's a three-way deal, you know, the computer, the internet, Comcast TV, and the home phone. The three-way deal is the same price to not have to have the home phone and not have it when you get that bundle, you know. I recorded them all onto my cassette player, cassette tape, and periodically cried while listening to them. I'd heard them all before, I just had them saved, because I had no way to get them. Like, you know, cell phone you could put, I didn't have a speakerphone, but then I found a speakerphone that we had here. I hooked that up, and that was all she wrote. I was able to record them onto tape. Two Broke Girls, Season 1, Disc 3, which is what I'm on now. A woman comes in with an emotional support animal, and that's what's going on in this country. People, actually, these emotional support animals are not service dogs, and they actually, restaurants and stuff don't have to let them sit in there with you. They're not supposed to. It's supposed to be only for housing and flights and housing, but people are taking advantage and bringing their emotional support animals, or ESAs, like everywhere into restaurants. It went out like a service dog, but legally these establishments don't have to let you. And Max called the woman out on it. What's the dog doing sitting there? He's my emotional support animal. She's like, you mean you're lonely and don't have a boyfriend, want that dog to sit there? I have a letter. You mean you have an internet printer? You know, so. Because there are people who just stick the vest on and lie and whatnot. You don't even have to have a vest. I don't have any vest for Omar, but I do have an official letter that I got by truthfully spending hours filling out an extremely long questionnaire. I never got to talk to the therapist. But she is a licensed therapist in Massachusetts, and she approved me for the letter. I think a lot of people fake it, but in my instance it is justified, and I've answered every question honestly. I'm actually going to read them to you at some point. Not the questions, you can get the gist of the questions. I can read my answers, no one can stop me from doing that. I haven't even looked at the letter. And they do say you don't want to tell any kind of landlord up front, because they can't legally buy you, but that doesn't apply to like roommate situations, you know what I mean? Got it for both. I think it was only $20 more to get it for housing and it wasn't that much more, so I just got it for both. Even if I would technically only need it for flying, save $100. Plus be guaranteed to have Omar on and not have some stickler for the rules, you know, because it's supposed to not exceed 20 pounds, the carrier and the dog, and Omar is 20 pounds and then the carrier weighs 4 pounds. They didn't give me a hard time in 2012 on a different airline. That doesn't mean they wouldn't give me a hard time in 2016. You know what I mean? There's no guarantees. It's supposed to be the 20-pound limit. And they do that limit to make sure you don't try to shove some 30-pound dog where he can't even turn around or whatever. But you have to understand, just like if you have muscle weighs more than fat, but it's leaner. Omar's muscle. So he's 20 pounds, but he's lean and he can fit in the damn thing. You know what I mean? So it's not me shoving him in there and he can't fit. But that's why they have that 20-pound limit, because they figure they have dimensions for the carrier. The one I bought in 2012 was Delta approved. It was set, it was that dimensions, and they know only a certain pound limit is going to fit in there comfortably. It's obviously not the most comfortable thing in the world, but he can turn around in there, okay? He's not just up against it or whatever. He's muscle. A fatter pug might only weigh 18 pounds, but he's going to be bigger. Omar's lean. Omar might be 20 pounds, but he's lean. But in any case, with that letter, I'm golden, because they don't have to have the limit, because the dog can technically sit on the seat beside me if there's an empty seat. Yeah, I don't know what could possibly be in it for these men when they can't. And I'm telling you, I'm not reading your comments anymore, okay? I was reading them, not doing it anymore. I'm done. I'm done. So I haven't read anything that's either Stoney or Ryan has had to say about this latest thing. Now sometimes it's something that might quickly pop into my head, because Stoney writes real short stuff. And if it's just a comment that it might just get in my head without me even, it's one word, but Ryan's writing real long shit, and I'm not reading any of that. Stoney often writes this whatever, cunt, or blah, 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 and sometimes I will read it, but not intentionally, you know what I mean? Why still watch my videos? You can't interact with me. I'm not reading anything you post, so I have all the power. I don't have to approve anything. I don't have to even read it, let alone approve it for public viewing. I used to read them, remember from False Alarm, I used to read them out of curiosity, and then they were nastier and nastier, and Stoney writes sick shit, like you're going to wind up eating your dog, or I want to roast you. He writes it. I'm not approving any of these comments ever, 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 ever again. So, there you have it. I find it amusing with the sick shit that Stoney writes, all while calling me a monster. And I wish Karen hadn't run away. I don't know why she did. She knows that if she thought, I guess she said she thought it wouldn't if she has it on private. Why can they see my comments? Because I'm publicly approving them. If I didn't publicly approve them, I couldn't reply to them. If I can reply to them, anybody on the earth can reply to them. So, I'm sorry to see you go, and I'm sorry that I didn't get a heads up so I could have copied and pasted your comments. I periodically copy and paste that whole page where I approve comments, where it says, spam, for review, already published, whatever. I periodically copy and paste that all the way down, all my new things, but I hadn't done it recently, which means I lost all the recent comments. They're gone forever that Karen had posted, which kind of sucks. Because I think any replies, too. I think any of the replies I made to her comments also all disappeared. Yeah, they were disappeared too. I wish she'd given me a heads up, but She did not. No. They're gone. She wrote the best uplifting shit imaginable to me. And constantly, too. And I didn't just like that she was writing it to me. She's coming to my defense, supporting me, etc., etc. I liked that other people could read those, you know. Comments. That's the way it goes. It's all fleeting. So according to Auntie, as of last Friday, my mom's not doing well, and she's been in there for how long? Since November 21st. So 3 weeks. Normally around this time they'll be discharging her too soon. But now that Auntie's guardian and with all the history and whatnot, I think Auntie will not, at least not allow that to happen. Then again, if the meds aren't like Auntie I got a while back. Because for the sake of my mom, like I said, even though Auntie and I were enemies again, I would still, for the sake of my mom, keep her in the loop. I just would contact her on my mom's phone so she wouldn't have my phone number. But there was no more facade, no more pseudo-friendship. Auntie ruined that for her. Okay. But I still would keep her in the loop for the sake of my mom, because that's how I am. I would tell her, you know, if they're discharging my mom, I would tell her, you know, because I'm the one that's healthcare products and the one they're communicating with and whatnot. And at one point when my mom was in the hospital, and she was saying, you know, I'm puzzled as to why these meds are no longer working for her. Yeah. Because they're toxic and they've built up in her system for the past 38 fucking years, Auntie, that's why. They're killing her. I'm not the only one, hardly the only one on the planet who 100% believes that, Auntie. They're fucking killing her, those meds. So, there you have it. Basically, I wonder what I've been up to. Just sleeping and watching TV or DVDs to Road Girl. That's all I've been up to. Right, man. That's all I've been doing. Oh, and creating videos, of course. And watching said videos. When I say I have enough food to last me for months, I'm not kidding, I do. Still have all those soups, which means I don't even have to spend any money on organic vegetables. I still have all those organic frozen soups in the freezer that I made homemade, and my mom and I would eat them, and then, you know, we'd get sick of them and put them in the freezer. So I definitely have enough food to last me. I want to clean the refrigerator. Stuff is spilled in there. Clean the refrigerator. If it wasn't winter, I would probably, under these circumstances, be taking walks with my music. Maybe taking walks and drinking or whatnot. But even when my life is not completely turned to shit, you know what I mean? I tend to hibernate in the winter in Massachusetts here. It's just usually I'm hibernating with my mom. Right, pug dog? I don't know when the bills get paid, you guys, so it's possible that Auntie simply found out when the Comcast bill, maybe if it was already paid, instead of shutting it off, she'll wait until, you know, until it's ready to be paid again or something, then shut it off. Who knows? You know, under the circumstances, how, you guys gotta think how you would feel if you were in my situation. Last email I wrote to my lawyers, like, I just want to cry, sleep, cry, and be left alone. I thought I would hear from him, and I didn't, and then I don't even know where my phone is. But you know what I mean? How would you feel if you were in my situation? You would probably just be doing exactly what I'm doing. You were in my exact situation, just sleeping, crying, and watching TV that I didn't think I would have. I didn't think I would have the TV on. Why would I think it, you know? Got the text from Auntie on Monday. I'm putting all bills in your mom's name. I'm removing, you know, whatever, closing it down. And then she didn't do it. Don't know why. Don't know why she didn't do it, people. How would I know? Even though I and many others that I've talked to think it's just not right of her at all about the heat and electricity. Turn that off or whatnot, and it's a gray area anyway, whether she has the right to do that. I'm not going to elaborate, just trust me on that one. She has every right in the universe to take my TV and internet away from me. So why she didn't, who knows? I don't know. Don't know what Auntie's plans are. Don't know anything. But I remain strong. I mean, remember, the Christmas holidays too. You know? I remain remain strong because I know what fate, I know better than a lot of people and most people what fate awaits me. I do not remain strong. That's what happens to him. In case you're wondering, no, I haven't drank anything. I actually have vodka, but I haven't drank it. Big on drinking at home. Oh, my husband, the husband and wife, my friends that are leaving. I won't even have that support system. Said to me, God, you should go have a drink, you should go get drunk, you know. Dealing with a situation that's out of my hand, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, where's in heaven? You're in heaven, huh? You don't leave the house. Where's in heaven? And no, I'm not just gonna never get the mail again, peeps. I just needed, you know, I deserve to. Just be in denial. To just pretend it's not happening, to not think about it, because if I think about it, I'll start breaking down and crying, you know? So if I don't talk to my lawyer, and I don't get the mail, you know what I mean? I don't have to deal with, I could just pretend it's not happening. I think all things considered, considering how blindsided I was by all of this, I deserve to just be here and pretend it's not happening. You know, at least for a few days. Oh. So I know I said I was going to sleep in my mom's room on her bed, but that hasn't been happening because I fall asleep, you know, watching the TV that I didn't think I'd have, considering the text I got from Auntie on Friday. You know? I did not think Karen was going to leave, especially since she chose to come back. And she knows that it wouldn't matter if she came back instead of as Karen, and they knew her from before. She could come back as SpongeBob or anything, or grocery list. She could come back as anything, and if she was writing really nice things to me, my enemies are going to, you know, reply to her and whatnot. And then they do it to other people. It's just Karen was writing a lot of comments. She's like, how come they only do it to me? How come they've done it to others? It's just you write a lot of really deep, profound, you know, comments, that really meat and potato comments that they don't like. Where you come to my defense and my support, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They don't like that, Karen. Don't you know that? But you knew that already. No, nobody hacking you. They can. If I can reply to your comments that are publicly posted, then they can too. Anybody can. And you'll get the comment from them even if I never see it. Because that one from Ryan, I only read that now because you sent it to me. You forwarded it to me in my email. You copied and pasted it. I would have never seen that comment ever. That was one that I removed without reading. And it doesn't show up in my Hotmail. I would never ever see that comment. I removed without reading about, God, at least probably 25 comments from Stoney today. And they're all in my Stoney Jenkins folder in my Hotmail. I didn't read them. These men, my troll enemies or whatever, just write the same things over and over again anyway about what a horrible person I am and how I deserve everything I get, etc., etc. I'm not reading them ever again. But that's how YouTube works, Karen. You publicly post a comment, anyone in the world can reply to that comment. And even if the YouTube person who did the video doesn't approve that comment, you're still going to get it. So my enemies can call you a cunt, they can say this, that, or whatever, and I cannot approve the comment and just remove it without even reading it and not even know what they've said to you. Only you would know. But if you have a public comment, there's no way to stop anybody from replying to it. Or if there is a way, I don't know how you do it. Because I've actually had, I believe, there have been YouTube, oh no, that wasn't on YouTube, that might have been on MSN. On MSN, when someone posted a comment under an article, there was sometimes you can't reply to it. There's no reply button for some people. But on YouTube, I don't think you can make it that way. Where no one can reply to your comments. Maybe you can. I don't know how to do it. That's another option, Karen. I don't know if it exists, where I could publicly post your comments, and maybe you can make it so nobody could ever reply to those comments. It would mean I couldn't reply to them either. But at least I would be able to post them. They would be publicly posted for the world to see. And nobody would be able to reply to them, including me. I don't know what these men could possibly get out of watching my videos, but they cannot post anything. You have to understand, I'm not just not publicly posting it, I'm reading it. I'm not reading them. Just like with false alarmists, he finally went away. And he saw that I was not going to post anything that he wrote, and I wasn't even reading it. Month after month, he finally went away. I wish Tony and Ryan would follow suit, Holmes. But it doesn't matter, they don't have to, so what? I'm not approving, reading, nothing from them, so. Their name shows up, I know that they're still watching my videos. Don't know why. You just lived at the end of the cousin's house, and then the mom's watching Mom, and the stupid commercial just keeps coming on, and you hate it.